And are you refreshed? Yes. Good. Now what?
I'm a bit nervous. So my question is about eyesight. So I've had poor vision since I was pretty young, and I'm wondering, is there a way to heal that in a natural way that I'm not accessing yet?
There are a few things that we want to say to you about it. Most important, it speaks to what we were talking about earlier, that when you're observing a condition or what you call a reality, it gets a lot of your attention. So you come to believe what's happening. So even though you don't want it to be, you still believe that it is. And you're giving us an opportunity to say something that is so important. That is, what is the greatest hindrance to improvement of what is. Because you keep noticing what is, and then what is gets in the way of an improved what is. You have to find a way to de-emphasize the what is while you're letting the new what is get going. Does that make sense to you? One of the ways to do that is not fighting against it. A long-time story, a friend of Jerry and Esther's was an underwater photographer, and she had very thick lenses that were in the way of her cameras when she was diving. And she said, I've heard that there are surgeries and things that can improve that, but shouldn't I be able to do this spiritually? Shouldn't I be able to do this with the power of my own mind? And we said, yes, of course. But if you really want to take that to an extreme, then you might find yourself at your stove banging rocks together. Don't resist taking advantage of the evolution of your environment by believing that you have to do everything on your own, because sometimes in that receiving mode an idea might come to dovetail with something else that is already physical. You see what we're getting at?
Absolutely. Well, I've looked into laser surgery, but I'm not a candidate.
We're not pointing you in any particular direction. We're just saying to you that yes, you can create anything that you want, and so what you want is absolutely something that you can accomplish. And the way to get there is by allowing the pure desire to be not contradicted by clamoring about it. So the easiest way to get there is by not worrying about it and not trying hard, but by acknowledging that it is a desire. And then in meditation, sometimes, do you spend time in meditation?
Yes, not as often as I'd like to, but definitely.
Once you become addicted to the release of resistance that meditation brings, you will feel sometimes during the meditation process actual energy moving through your body, tending to things that are in your vortex, because your inner being knows your physical apparatus. We want to say something really important to you. Of all the things in your environment, the most accessible thing of a physical nature for your inner being is your body, because you have trillions of cooperative cells that are already in harmony with this energy to life process. In other words, talk about thoughts turning to things. Do you know what's going on with your body? Thoughts turning to things on a cellular level? It's humanly incomprehensible, the thoughts that are turning to things inside your physical body. Imagine if you were having to direct your body. Okay, I'm going to lay awake and I'm going to make sure that I breathe and that my heart pumps. And you call all these involuntary things. Well, we call them you're out of the way and somebody else is tending to it things. And so anything relative to your physical body, your inner being is flowing. But then people have beliefs that are in the way of that. So we do encourage a daily meditation, just regarding all rising of vibration, so that all subjects that are in your vortex can be more easily accessed by you. And then the other thing is, don't push against the way you are currently able to see clearly. Don't push against it. Don't keep defending or being unhappy about your disability, because it is not a disability. You know, do any of you see energy? Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Oh, really? So you can see things that others mostly can't see. So when you're wanting to see energy, your eyes must focus differently, because your eyes, when you're looking at things of physical nature, must focus in that way. In other words, you have to tune to a frequency, just like the harmonics of the vibration that we were talking about, or harmony in sound. There's harmony in all things. Sight, the reason you see is because your physical apparatus is interpreting vibration into what you see. And so there's more of a variable about what you all see than you all know, as doctors are wanting to hold you to standards and compare you one with another. But there were times in your civilization when, because of the nature of what you were about, your eyes were trained differently. There was the guy on the lookout post that could see really far, and there was someone else that was doing something more close up that couldn't see that far. But you demand of your vision things in this new evolved state. You spend hours sometimes looking at your computers or at your phone. Your eyes are evolving. You are adapting. You are adaptive beings, continually adapting. But if you will let your adaptation in your own mind, if you will accept that the adaptation of you, this physical species, or this physical being right here in my physical body, what I'm adapting to mostly is the energy of my being. I'm adapting to the harmonics and the energy of my being. Let that be what you are most striving to adapt to find harmony with. Then what you will discover is that everything else will take care of itself, because what's in your vortex is a real desire that you have put there, and none of what you have put into your vortex will ever be denied you. There just isn't anything that your life has caused you to put there that your inner being isn't helping you to achieve. You just got to get out of the way of it.
Right. Okay.
Something more?
I don't think so.
Really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
Well, I do have one question. Sorry. It's about trust. Like about trusting that, and trusting life, and trusting the vortex.
Because most humans can trust what they see. I believe it when I see it, you say. And Wayne Dyer, title of his book, says you'll see it when you believe it. And so what trust is knowing that the vortex exists and trusting that it's there even though you can't see it, but maybe not trusting it blindly. Maybe trusting it with your emotions. Maybe sensing that it's there. Maybe knowing that it's there. Maybe feeling that it's there. Maybe knowing it's there like the kernel of corn in the ground. You know it's there, and you trust that it will be a stalk with ears of corn, but you can't see all of that. And if every farmer needed to see that before he planted, there would be no corn.
Right. Okay. Perfect. I'm complete. Thank you.
Really good.
You are powerful creators who have come here with great reason, and you are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. And when you allow yourself to relax a little from where you are and turn and go with the flow, you are going to discover in your first day of making a decision about that, the power of this stream. You are powerful creators who have come here with great reason, and you are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. And when you allow yourself to relax a little from where you are and turn and go with the flow, you are going to discover in your first day of making a decision about that, the power of this stream. You're going to discover the power of this stream and the power of the law of attraction and the power of your worthiness and the eternal nature of your being. The eternal nature of your being. And the eternal nature of your being. and you are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. And when you allow yourself to relax a little from where you are and turn and go with the flow, you are going to discover in your first day of making a decision about that, the power of this stream. Power of this stream. Power of this stream. Power of this You are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. Body. Life is supposed to be good for you. It is supposed to feel good. It is supposed to feel fun. It is supposed to feel good to you. You never came forth for the struggle. You never came forth for the struggle. Life is supposed to be good for you. It is supposed to feel good. It is supposed to feel fun. You never came forth for the struggle. You are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. You are so much more, so much more, so much more.